Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of the Purpose, Meaning, and Value web classes. Tonight's topic is your mindset. Is it helping or hurting your growth? I'm Keisha Golder, and I help women define their unique purpose so they can live a life that they created on their own terms. I also created the Your Life Purpose Makeover Journey, which is a 3-stage, 9-step program that will help you get from dreaming about where you want to be to actually being where you want to be with confidence and being able to tell people how you want to get there and what you want to do once you get there. I'll talk more about the Life Purpose Makeover Journey a little later. I want to take a second to remind everyone that there will be a question and answer section towards the end of the presentation, so it would be greatly appreciated if you held all questions until then. Let us recap what last week's web class was about before we jump into this week. Last week, we talked about survival mode and what living in survival mode was, how we were able to identify the signs of living in survival mode, and of course, how we can overcome survival mode. If you missed that web class, be sure to head over to KeishaGolder.com so that you can check it out, or you can go to my YouTube and check it out. Now, what are we learning this week? This week, we are going to talk about mindset. Mindset is important because it either helps you get to where you want to be or keeps you from getting to where you want to be. So we need to know what mindset is. We also need to know the main 2 types of mindset and how mindset affects your growth as a person. And of course, affecting your growth would eventually affect your journey to finding your purpose or any other journey that you take in life. So let's jump right on in. What is mindset? Mindset, simply put, is a way of thinking. Your mindset is a collection of thoughts and beliefs that shape your thought habits. And I know you're probably saying, there goes that word beliefs again. But beliefs are intertwined into everything we do, which is why it is so important for us to be clear on our beliefs and our belief systems, as well as our values. Why are your thought habits important? And why do your thought habits why are your thought habits important? Because they affect the way that you think, they affect the way that you feel, and the way that you do things. Your mindset impacts how you make sense of the world and kind of how you make sense of yourself. So your mindset is this great big thing that has a bearing on everything in your life. What you believe, why you believe it, how you do things, why you do things, and what you feel when doing these things or when you don't do these things. As well as your mindset also brings certain types of people around you. Now, how are mindsets formed? The basic answer is our mindsets are formed during childhood. You know, some of our earliest influences comes from the people that take care of us, the people that were around the most, that influence us, label us. And understanding that your mindset is formed during childhood makes it easier for you to make changes to your mindset as you get older and realize that that way of thinking is no longer beneficial to your life. So when we get older, we realize, I don't really resonate with this way of thinking anymore. I need to begin to change this thought process so that my life is more reflective of the way that I feel and think. So you want to make sure that the mindset that's developed at childhood does not follow you all the way through life, because chances are that childhood mindset is not aligned with where you are currently or where you want to be in the future, your adult mindset. Now, how can you change your mindset? Several different ways that you can change your mindset. You can change your mindset through your self-talk. We all talk to ourselves, whether we want to admit it, whether we talk to ourselves in our minds, or whether we speak to ourselves out loud. We all talk to ourselves. That's my belief, regardless of who agrees with me or not. And sometimes the conversations that we have with ourselves are some of the harshest conversations. We are harder on ourselves than anyone else. So the most important thing to remember when you are trying to change your mindset is that you create the reality that you want. So if you are constantly talking down on yourself through self-talk, then and saying that you can never follow your dreams, you're never going to be able to achieve X, Y, and Z, then you are creating the mindset that you are never going to be able to do it because you have convinced yourself. No one else convinced you. You convinced yourself that your dreams are unattainable. So you change that. You encourage yourself. Yes, I'm going to achieve this. How am I going to achieve it? Well, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And I know that it may not be easy and it may take some time and hard work, but I'll put together a plan. I'll start with maybe going to school, maybe figuring out how I can break into this market. It's all about becoming positive with your self-talk. Now, another way that you can change your mindset is through changing your language. Now, what you're probably thinking, well, what does she mean when she says changing your language? Again, it goes to how you talk to yourself. Stop or talk in general to other people. Stop talking about the negative things. Speak positive things. The more you talk about negative things, the more you are attracting negativity to you. The more you are creating this dark cloud of gloom around you. You want to speak positively about things, especially yourself, because it puts you in a good mood and it also helps you look at things through a different perspective, which is a positive perspective, which encourages you to go further. Third way, you can determine your mindset that you need and act as if you already have it. So if you want to go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset because you feel that the growth mindset is going to get you where you want to be, you're going to say, I need to have a growth mindset. And you're going to figure out what a growth mindset is. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. And you're going to act as if you already have that growth mindset. You know how they fake it till you make it? Well, this is faking it till you make it. And chances you are going to change that fixed mindset to the growth mindset simply by faking it till you make it. You're going to convince yourself. You're going to convince your mind. That self-talk's going to change, and you're going to expand to that growth mindset. Another way is to learn and apply. So here's another way that you can change your mindset. You can read books. You can learn from people who have the mindset that you're looking to take on. You can also try courses and coach with someone who has the mindset that you want. There are so many coaches out here that teach the growth mindset, myself included. There are so many courses that teach you different things about mindset. So take the time, invest in yourself, because investing in yourself is investing in your future. Learn about the thing that you want to become. Learn about the thing that you want to have. And once you learn it, you're able to apply the principles to your life and see results from applying what you've learned. Surround yourself with people that match your desired mindset. We've all heard the saying, your network determines your net worth. If you want to have a growth mindset, but everyone around you has a fixed mindset, it's gonna be hard for you to maintain and establish that growth mindset because no one around you is thinking the same way. No one around you is matching your energy. They are all on a completely different path. They all see things differently. So they're not going to be able to encourage you to continue when you feel like it's getting too hard. They're not going to be able to provide support for you. So you need to find people who have that growth mindset, who have been where you are, and can help you figure out ways that you can change or different little techniques that you can use to change your mindset. Create habits that support your new mindset change. So your new mindset is going to require new habits, which means that you're going to have to reinforce your thinking with these new habits. So your thoughts and behaviors must align. Everything must align for you to come full circle. When you create the habits of a person who has a growth mindset as opposed to a fixed mindset, you are open to learning new things. You're open to seeking out people who are going to offer you criticism. Not hurtful criticism, but sometimes it may be hurtful because you're not expecting it. When you think you've done a great job at something, and it actually wasn't. So you're open to getting feedback from people. You're open to learning things. You're open to all that the world has to offer because you know that the more you allow yourself to learn and develop, the more growth that you're able to accomplish. And when you grow, you're able to make things happen for yourself. Everyone is not naturally good at everything. Everyone does not wake up and know how to play the guitar, how to play the piano, how to do public speaking. Sometimes people have to work at these things. So when you create the habits of the mindset that you want, so you want to go from the fixed mindset of feeling that everyone is automatically good at things to the growth mindset of I can work to develop the skills that I need. And you want to become a guitar player. You're going to invest in yourself to take guitar lessons, to learn the chords of music, to learn how to play music, how to read music. These are the things that you're willing to do so that you are good at what you want to do and you can continue to build on it because you have the growth mindset, not just thinking, I was born good at it and that's all that I need. And of course, the last way that we can change our mindset is to jump out of our comfort zone. Yes, I know we've heard it 1,000 times. Nothing great happens in the comfort zone. But stepping out of your comfort zone allows you to see so much more. It allows you to dream the biggest dreams because your comfort zone keeps you held back from everything. Your comfort zone is the fixed mindset where if it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it. I don't need to learn anything else. I don't need to do anything else. It is what it is. Where that growth mindset is just right outside of that comfort zone where the whole world is available to you as long as you're willing to do the work to receive it. So next, we are going to talk about the two different mindsets, which I've actually talked a little bit about giving the examples. So you have a fixed mindset and you have the growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the tendency for people to believe that their abilities cannot be developed and they are born with whatever levels of smart that they have. So a fixed mindset is simply a roadblock to achieving your goals because you are less likely to achieve your goals because you do not believe that they are achievable. People with fixed mindsets believe that they don't have to be talented, but they need to look talented to other people. Individuals with a fixed mindset believe that they shouldn't have to work hard because working hard means that they are not talented, which is not true. You know, fixed mindset just believes I'm naturally good at this, and that's all there is to it. I don't need to learn anything else about this one particular thing because I was born good at it, and I can't get any better, or I can't learn a different way to do this thing. Whereas the growth mindset is the tendency for people to believe that their abilities can be developed through hard work. So the growth mindset is one of the most studied types of mindsets. And that's because the growth mindset allows you to learn new strategies. You look for feedback from people, and the growth mindset just allows you to be successful in different areas of your life. So imagine you're going through school and you have a fixed mindset. Your fixed mindset is telling you that you don't need to study because you either know it, or you either know the material or you don't. Your fixed mindset is telling you that there's no type of tutoring, no type of anything that is going to help you score better grades because you either know it or you don't. Whereas a person with a growth mindset is looking to study, is looking for maybe a tutor if they do not feel that they are as strong as they can be in a subject. A person with a growth mindset is saying, yes, I may know this, but I'm willing to put in more work so that I know 100%, excuse me, that I'm giving it my all. I'm doing the best that I can do. And I'm taking the time to hone these skills so that I become better at these skills. Now, how does your mindset affect your growth? So here's a comparison of the fixed mindset and the growth mindset and how it affects your life, which is ultimately your growth. So for people with fixed mindsets, yes, it is a secure mindset, but there's no wiggle room for anything within that mindset. Yes, it saves you time and energy, but there's really no need for you to save time and energy because you're not doing anything outside of what you're naturally inclined to do. Fixed mindset doesn't require validation from others, but in the same aspect, fixed mindset does not rely on others to help you. And the fixed mindset doesn't offer room for growth. So you have this fixed mindset. We've all encountered someone where their mind was made up. I don't care what it was, their mind was made up. No matter how many good points, you did a list with pros and cons. No matter how many pros you had, this person's mind was made up that they were not going to do. And I'll use go to the beach for an example. They were not going to go to the beach. Regardless, you could have had 100 pros versus the 2 cons on a list. Their mind was fixed. They had a fixed mindset that they were not going to the beach because the beach was not for them. Now, the growth mindset, it gives you a better outlook on life. It gives you the ability to work through challenges. It creates more balance in your life, and it can give you encouragement when you are lacking confidence. So your growth mindset allows you to interpret feedback from other people. It allows you to say, I know that I feel this way, but let me look at other options because my way of thinking may not be the only way. It allows you to see other people's perspective of things. Now, am I saying that you have to rely on the other people's perspectives? No, but if you want to grow in life, if you want to take this journey to find your purpose, you have to be willing and open to grow, to expand your mind from where it is now to where you want it to be. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck, and it just doesn't allow you any room for anything. If you put a flower in a jar, think of that as your fixed mindset. The flower can only grow in the space that the jar allows them. But if you put the flower in the ground, it has all of this open space to grow and flourish and live. So here's something that I want you to remember. Flowers grow. And as people, we need to embrace growing because it means that we're living. So the growth mindset is resemblance of living life, where the fixed mindset is resemblance of staying put and eventually dying out. That's how I look at it. So if you have any questions at this time, feel free to put them in the chat box and I will either answer them now or through a video later on. I love to keep in touch with all of my friends. So let's keep in touch. You can follow me on Facebook at Coach Keisha Golder, YouTube Keisha Golder, LinkedIn Keisha Golder, and of course, my website, www.keishagolder.com. You can go there, read past blog posts, current blog posts, look at past web classes, as well as just keep up with me and what's going on with my life. Now, the next web class, we are going to talk about, are distractions keeping you from your purpose? This should be a good one. Now, here's the life purpose makeover journey. Belief systems. That was major in this web class simply because that is what the foundation of our mindsets are created on, the belief systems. So it's important for us to really work through the steps so that we know without a shadow of a doubt how each one of these steps plays a role in our life and how each one of these steps is going to help us get to our purpose. And once we get to our purpose, the role that these steps will play within our purpose. And so I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight, and I look forward to seeing you next week.